Yo, what's going on, everybody? My name is Matty Balls, and today I'm going to be showing you guys 10 underrated artists that you need to check out. Now, the artists that I'm talking about range from 500 followers on Instagram to 12,000. A lot of differences in popularity and stuff like that. Tons of differences in genres and styles, so there's a lot of different styles. So if you don't like maybe the first 5 artists, maybe stick around for the end as you hear the last 5 artists, because there are a lot of differences between most artists. And before I even start the video, I just want to say I know this idea is not the slightest bit original, but like I've seen other people do similar things, but I figured, well, I have a bunch of artists I kind of want to talk about, but I don't want to make a whole video on, at least right now. So here we go. I'll put you guys on to them real quick. Without further ado, let's hop into it. So starting off, we have Lil Uber. Lil Uber has 800 followers on Instagram. So he had a really popular song on Promoting Sounds called Please Go with like 50,000 plays, and he's had some buzz since then. He actually has a really good sound already, and I've seen him develop his sound. A few songs he's put out since that song have been pretty good, and I can definitely see improvement. So I think over 2021 we'll see him grow a lot more and develop his sound even further.
2 a.m. she calling. That's how I know she fake, 'cause she going all in. Baby, know I'm rich, yeah, she know I'm ballin'. Keep me on that grind, you know that we hollin'.
So next up, we have Voda Fuji. He has 2,700 followers on Instagram. I was scrolling through my TikTok and I saw him, and he posted like, "Oh, hey guys, you hear this song?" I was like, "Yeah, I hear this song. It's pretty cool." He's like, "It's my song." I was like, "Oh shoot!" So instantly followed him, checked out some of his songs. He makes super good music. I can see a lot of people are already looking at him right now, and I definitely think he's gonna experience some of the most growth out of anyone on this list in 2021. I definitely see him. I'm visualizing right now him with like 100,000 followers by the end of next year. I think it's very possible. I think he has a really great sound. Like, I don't think I've ever found anyone with 2,000 followers that has such a developed and honestly mainstream sounding sound. So I definitely think he's gonna blow up this year. So make sure to check him out.
I'm puffing something you don't know about. I'm just trying to pay off mama's mortgage, so it's fucking clout. I did hit the spot, the blues be lurking, take a different route. Hit it right on him, it's all the lights, this shit ain't working out.
So the third person we have on this list is Never's Elephant. First of all, I think he has a really cool name. Second of all, I found him on SoundCloud. It was like SoundCloud autoplay, and I just found one of his songs. I was like, yo, this is pretty fire. It was like one of those ignorant yelling songs, but it was pretty cool. He has 5,500 followers on Instagram. However, his SoundCloud fan base is actually a lot smaller. But when I was doing research for this video and like figuring out if I wanted to put him on the list, he had a song that I heard that was just like really different, and he actually has a good singing voice, good rapping voice. I was like, wow, this guy actually has a lot of potential. So he seems like he can be pretty versatile. He seems like he does have potential for the future. I don't really know anything about him. I don't think I've seen anyone that follows him that's like noteworthy or anything, but hopefully he does gain some traction this next year.
I'm held down and I can't breathe. I'm blinded, I can't see. I'm in a rush to face my demons. They'll forever bleed.
So next up, number 4 on the list, we have Internetboy. Internetboy is best known for being a producer. I think he has like really good producer credits. Internetboy has produced for people such as Cal Scrubby or however you say it, Suicide Rascal, Josiah, and Flacco, and many others. His production style is actually really dope. He's super versatile. He makes some really good beats. He only has 3,000 followers, but I definitely see him growing a lot more this next year. But he also does make music too. He sings. He kind of does like some indie-ish type of music, some pop type of music. I think he's really good at like the chill, lo-fi type of style, the indie type of style. So he kind of combines his voice and his really good production. He makes pretty good songs.
Done doing shows, kiss you fast on the run. Big ass shirt to the knees, cute as fuck. Got no sleep, standing up, she like it rough. What you running from? Making hits, throwing bubble gum. That be me in my room alone.
Next up, we have Suicide Rascal, the man himself. Suicide Rascal is a meme god, a fashion connoisseur, and he makes really fun music. I think all you have to do is watch like one video or listen to one song to see that he doesn't take himself too seriously, doesn't take anything too seriously. He's a super funny guy, and his music's just super fun to bump and kind of like get into a good mood to, you know what I mean? He's also super big on fashion. He has hella clothes on Instagram, always selling clothes, always doing that type of stuff, always doing photo shoots. I don't know if he's trying to stay in the music lane for his whole career, or if he's trying to like switch up the fashion or something, but all I know is that he does make some really fun songs, and he has some really fire songs coming out soon.
See bitches on my dick, my nigga, I can't take a piss. She asked me for a favor, so I'm holding up my wrist. Looking at my pinky, I said, go and give it a kiss. I'm feeling so alive, I'm so cooled up in this bliss.
Next up on the list, number 6 or whatever, I lost track, we have Login. Login has 1,300 followers on Instagram. He's a smaller artist in the hyperpop lane. He's friends with Breakins, and he does have a similar sounding voice, so everyone often compares him to Breakins. It seems really annoying, to be honest, when I'm reading through comments and everyone's like, oh, Breakins 2.0, like, bro, shut up. just listen to the song. But he also produces his own music, I'm pretty sure, because he doesn't really tag producers in a lot of his songs, so I'm assuming he produces most of them. And if that is the case, which I'm assuming it is, he is a really good producer. He has some really dope production on a lot of his songs. He also, again, has like a super dope singing voice and can make some really good songs. And on his newer song, he did something kind of different. He was like yelling on his song, but it was like a hyperpop beat. And I don't listen to a ton of hyperpop, but I've never heard that before. Maybe it's a thing that people do a lot, but I've never heard it, and I was like, yo, this is fire, because I like the yelling music, I like the crazy beats, so I liked it. So yeah, check out Login. He's super dope, definitely on the come up. I can see him growing a lot more in 2021 as well.
Or pick your side. You've got all of me undecided. Before catastrophe, won't you please at all costs?
Alright, next up on the list we have Lee. Lee is a 15-year-old producer and singer. He does trap, pop, and hyperpop, and kind of does like a big mix of all of that. He actually has a pretty good voice. I didn't really think about it until I listened to a few of his songs. I was like, oh, he's got a pretty good voice. He's only 15. Like, he definitely has a ton of time to improve, and he's producing out here already. He makes some pretty cool beats, mostly in the hyperpop lane. He frequently collaborates with the artist Edison, who's a member of Spider Gang. And probably my favorite thing about him is that he posts a ton of his songs on SoundCloud with ducks as the picture, which just makes you so happy, bro. You just get to see a bunch of little ducks on your SoundCloud. But yeah, he makes some pretty dope music, so check him out. Alright, so next up we have Redveil. He's definitely the most popular person on this list. He has 12,000 followers on Instagram, and he blew up kind of like 3 times. I wouldn't say blew up, but he had 3 big moments in his career that gave him traction. The first one, he had a song called Bad News that was just kind of organically growing on YouTube. Everyone kind of heard that in the scene, and I listened to it and I was like, oh, it's pretty cool, it's alright. I didn't really think anything of it. I did add it to my playlist. Then he had some beef with Fantano, or Fantano had beef with him. Fantano like called him stupid or whatever. He said his music was unoriginal. I don't know, some stupid stuff on Twitter, so that gave him a lot of attention as well. And then the third thing was he blew up on TikTok like twice. He put like 2 songs out there as 5,500 and Wait, and I heard those and I was like, wow, this is a lot better than the first one I heard from him. I was like, this is fire. Recently I listened to his album, and I think I added like every song to my playlist. Like his recent album was really good. He also had a song with Kenny Mason, who's up and coming as well. Kenny Mason is super fire. So I think Redveil is super dope. Definitely a really good boom bap artist to check out. His style is really nice. You don't really see too many people that are doing boom bap type of old school type of songs nowadays that are really entertaining. Usually it sounds kind of corny or boring, so Redveil does it pretty well. Yo, I just found out Redveil also produces a lot of his music. I didn't know that until like just now, but that's super dope. Like, that makes me like him even more. That's super cool.
Hey, 55, I ain't got 'em ready to go, and my niggas can't fade it, got 'em ready to blow.
So next up on the list we have Do Not Resurrect. He's definitely the smallest person on this list. He has around 500 followers. I found him on Joe to Create More, which is a page where Patrick CC just posts underrated artist music videos. He does the really deep voice rap. He tagged it on SoundCloud as Corpse Rap. Funny thing is, though, he's been doing this before Corpse was even a thing, or before people even knew who Corpse was. But he does the really deep voice rap a lot better than Corpse. I think he has some really good songs, super edgy, kind of Ghost Man, Suicide Boys type of stuff. But he has some really good songs out there, so if you're into like the edgy, deep voice, trap, aggressive type of stuff, make sure to check him out. Alright, so the final person we have on this list is 77777, or just 777. Now, I found him on SoundCloud organically through like SoundCloud autoplay, like way back when. Forgot that he existed, and then I went back onto my SoundCloud following. I'm like, yo, who's this guy? And I was like, oh wait, I've seen him. He's like friends with Spider Gang. He has a collab with Xanakin Skywalk. So he's actually pretty popular in the underground trap kind of community. He has 4,600 followers, and he's relatively well known. He again does some really good like yelling type of songs, and he has some really fun music. If you're into the aggressive trap, again, make sure to check him out. Super dope.
A7, are you trying to pay the way? Version, A7, you don't care about the same version. A7, you just trying to get that cake. Version, A7, you go up and with his face. Version, I'll go give it blood to table.
Alright, so that's all the artists I got for you guys today. If you want to see another one of these in the future, or I talk about some smaller artists, try to put you guys onto a variety of music, make sure to let me know. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found someone you liked. Make sure to check out the artist. I will try to remember to link all of them in the description below. But other than that, if you liked, make sure to leave a like. If you really enjoyed, make sure to subscribe down below. Other than that, it's been Matty Balls, and I'll see you guys next time.